Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, moving now into our final segment for the morning. And this conversation is going to be about the Belize Police Department and as they promote the Citizens Appreciation Day. Now, in to tell us all about it, we've got Superintendent Officer Commanding Precint Two, Dehanne Augustine of the Belize Police Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome. It's always nice to hear from you.
Same here. Always willing to share.
All right. So, we're looking at it, and the Belize Police Department actually promoting Citizens Appreciation Day. Folks would say it should be the other way around, whereby citizens appreciate National Police Day. We're just saying how you feeling this morning, and especially about promoting Citizens Appreciation Day.
We feel very good because we just need to take the time out now.
Yeah.
To let the citizens know that this fight is not only with us, it is also with them.
Okay.
So that we work in partnership.
Yeah. Definitely. So what is it about?
It's all about recognizing our citizens. Yeah. It's a day put aside because what happened is that every year we have our police week. Mm-hmm. And because of the COVID-19 and other circumstances, the commissioner decided, you know what, even though we cannot have police week, we still need to acknowledge our citizens. And I 100% agree. And so the commissioner said, you know what, let us at least have one day where we will appreciate our citizens. So it is just today's, just to appreciate, let them know how important they are in our policing effort, let them know that it's all about partnership.
Yeah. Superintendent, I'm so glad you said that, because I think that that's the one part we don't get to talk about so often. How important the citizen-police relationship is. Yeah. And in fact, your celebration today is an opportunity to highlight that. Why is it that the police are appreciative for the citizens?
The police officers, like I said earlier, there is no way, no how that we could do it alone. Mm-hmm. There are many crime and offenses out there that our citizens have partnered with us. And when we are talking about partnering with us, it doesn't mean that they have to be the one to physically be there, but sometimes our community also assists us by giving us advice, that moral and psychological support that we need at times. So at the end of the day, there is the main thing here is that this department will never and can never do it alone in making sure that our Belize stays safe.
Yeah.
How did we came up to July 15th to celebrate this day?
It's during this time in the month that we would have been celebrating the week. So they just decided to pick a day within that week, and they pick the middle of the week.
Yeah.
And the middle of the month too.
Yes, middle of the month.
So this is like the halfway mark for the year.
That's right.
But
That's right.
Superintendent, you know what's interesting? It has been one tough year for all of us, but especially for you guys in the department. You have been on the front lines working to enforce the state of emergency regulations, trying to keep people in quarantine, ensuring that people are moving across the border, across this country. The police department is putting in their pound of flesh and fighting the pandemic. Talk to me about, the opportunity now to say thank you to the citizens who actually made the job a bit easier by staying home and not breaking the rules.
Yes, the citizens, they make it easier in two ways for us.
Okay.
One, they stay for those who have stayed home and follow and comply with all the different SI that came out. I know a lot of SI came out. We appreciate those who assist us because that is and still now a great task. Yeah. The other way that that we appreciate them doing this time is that during the beginning part of the pandemic, we have business communities who came out to us. We have business community who, because police officers, some of them who travel, who commute, We look at where we could house these officers. We have people who gave us accommodation.
Wow.
And in some cases, yes, in some cases, we just had to get some mattress. And so people came out to us by giving us accommodation, distributing gloves, sundries like Clim, Milo, just to have the police officers going. Some of them give us food.
Yeah.
So the support during this COVID-19 is very, very great.
Yeah.
And that is something that we here in Belize City are looking at. We are looking at those persons who came out to us at that time, because I mean, we are frontline workers. We would have wanted to be home safe also with our children and our families.
Of course.
But the feeling, the appreciation of the community at that time, it really assists us in building our morale.
Yeah.
Superintendent, it has to be a work of passion. In order for us to do this the right way, we must be passionate about it. How will folks be feeling this celebration for today? What will the Belize Police Department be doing so folks know that, you know what, today is that day whereby we could celebrate together?
Today will be today the day start with different officers going to different media houses and sharing this same sentiment as I am, and then we have officers at the VCPs. Where they will be giving out stickers and flyers and having one-on-one. It's like a meet and greet, but at a VCP. And so the
What's a BCP?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Vehicular checkpoints.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I was joking with you. I said if I get pulled over today, I don't have to be too nervous, right?
No. We just want to be grateful. We just want you to know that how grateful we are of you for the support that you are giving to us.
Yeah.
So we refer to those VCPs as courtesy VCPs, and then thereafter we'll be having a award ceremony. At this award ceremony here, different members of the community will be given certificate or some token of appreciation.
Yeah.
And then we are not looking at we are looking at the different sectors. For us here in Belize, where we have persons on small businesses, big businesses, we have housewives, we have children. So it's we look at all the aspects of the community where we will show our appreciation to.
Oh, that's nice.
And earlier this morning too, we only here in Belize City, we distributed food to the less fortunate. The police were at the corner of Albert and Orange, and the corner of Queen Street and Northfront Street.
Yeah.
So we gave out 50 meals.
Oh.
So after the ceremony, we'll have an open day, both at Queen Street and Raccoon Street Police Station, where it's only the police officers who will be having booths. Normally, when you hear about police having open day, you hear about different partner agency.
Yeah.
But this time, what we are looking at, we want to stay focused. We want the community to understand some of the roles that that police officers play, because sometimes they don't really get the understanding that there are different branches and units.
Yeah.
And so
it'll only be the different sections of the police department on display today at your open day.
Yes, only the police department. Only the police department will be present at this open day. We'll be having the community policing officers. They are always there. We'll be having domestic violence. We'll be having traffic, the K9, the gang unit. And so that people could understand that at the end of the day, it's not just a police station. It's also the different services that we provide.
Yeah.
What we are trying to also do is to have people understand what you do when you need to apply for a police record, a police report, a firearm application. So all of these things here we are planning to do today, so that when you leave from here, you will have a more clearer understanding.
All right.
Apart from that, some of the booths will also have games so that you could learn. They will also have trivia questions where you answer a question, you get a token.
And that's going to be at the open day itself.
Yes, and I also want them to know too that while they'll be walking around and visiting the booth, we'll be having snacks for them. You enter, you have hot dog, we have something that you could just chew along as you enjoy your day.
And it's the officers that are cooking too? Who are they behind the grill?
We'll be grilling hot dogs. So that will be here, and we are hoping that it will be just an interaction for everybody.
Yeah. Beautiful.
This is an important event. You know, as you talk about it, we laugh, it sounds like fun, but it's also an important event in just building and maintaining a relationship. You know, police officers are community workers. You're community oriented at your core. And this is a great opportunity for people to kind of build that connection again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And knowing that we are in this pandemic, it will be like what you said, build the relationship more stronger. Because then at the end of the day, there will be appreciation on both sides.
Yeah.
So the commissioner did something good to have it around this time, because we need the support. We need to build that relationship from our aspect of the community.
Now, Superintendent, we know that you've been in the force for some time, and like I mentioned, it must be something of passion to you. What should folks what would you want people to understand most about the relationship between the police and the community, or just understand most about policing?
Policing is very a difficult job, and on the part of police officers, there are times that they are human beings, and it's just for us as the managers and administrators to always ensure that we work with them so that whenever they have welfare concerns, that we address it, because we want that at the end of the day, when they approach the community, they approach the community in a professional way. Similar thing too, when it coming down to the community, is that at the end of the day, maybe some police officers have done them wrong and they look at us in the same way. And we would want them to give us that opportunity. If you are meeting a police officer for the first time, you don't draw the judgment on the uniform. Give that police officer an opportunity. And that is what we try to tell the police officers too. Because sometimes with them too, it's just because they heard a name or they heard a surname, they connect. I said, no, you need to make sure that at the end of the day, you're dealing with that individual and let that individual be your focus. And it's the same way we ask for the community. If you are dealing with me, then let me be your focus, instead of saying, well, that unit do that and that unit do that. So on both sides, there's always work to do in regard to the relationship that needs to be built on both sides.
Absolutely. I think that is such an important message to deliver at the start of a customer appreciation, citizen appreciation day. My apologies. You know, I think that all the time when we do talk about what's happening in terms of crime and violence, people feel that the police is being attacked. And I have said it time and time again on this show. I know there are so many dedicated, hard-working, honest police officers out there who are equally frustrated when they hear bad news. So I hope that today is an opportunity that people take advantage to interact with officers on a different level and maybe change their mentality to exactly what you're saying. One bad encounter with one officer doesn't mean that all the officers you engage with will be a bad experience, and the same the other way around. I really appreciate that, Superintendent.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we can expect that at the checkpoints, we will be asked. I don't want to ask if we can get something. You know, we in free thing in Belize, right? But we may get a compliment or something to say to feel appreciated. But we can go out to the open day, and that's going to be only in the Belize district?
The open day is national.
National.
So national.
Okay.
It's national. The ceremony is national. Everything that is happening is national, countrywide.
All right.
At Raccoon Street, our open day, our ceremony will start at 9, and then from there straight into the open day at 10. And at Queen Street, the open day and the ceremony will start at 10 and straight into the open day. Yeah. And even though we are showing appreciation to some of these to some of the businesses and the members of the community, today we still have persons who will continue to donate to the police department. There will be a donation at Queen Street police station, and then at Raccoon Street, the business is still supporting us whilst we are having our open day. So it never stops.
Nice.
That's lovely. This is actually building the relationship indeed. And I continue to say, look, it takes everybody to get this job done. It's not only on the police officers.
That is so true, and that is what we continue to mention. And like I said earlier, you could give something physical, you could give moral support. It's just sometimes it's just an advice. Yeah. Yes, there were many years ago when I was in charge of community policing unit. There was a female, an elderly woman. I would go and sit with her, and I told her I'm having a hard day, and we sit down and she talked to me, and by the time I left from there, I'm ready again to deal with situations. So police officers are human, and we just make sure that we just direct them to people who will give them that support when it's necessary.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, so those are the kind of support. Those are the kind of support, they're behind the scenes support.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you telling us all about what's going to happen today. It is a wonderful initiative, and we hope that people go out to the open day and that you have some great interactions during the course of the day.
Yes, and before I forgot, because we didn't mention about the theme for today.
Wow.
Yes, we have a theme also. Honoring and celebrating our citizens for partnering with us for a safer Belize.
Lovely.
All right.
It says a lot. It says a lot.
It speaks for itself.
All right, Superintendent, thank you so very much. And here is to wish you all the very best